Hello students, last I already started this chapter, Sources of Finance. Now two chapters, Cost and Budgeting, have been removed in this year. So after 7 I am directly moving to chapter 10. So Sources of Finance we will study how any company or any business firm, organization collects finance from a market. So in this, capital market is very important. Capital market is a market in which capital is bought or sold. Now capital is already known term to you. Capital is employed in business. Capital are such kind of assets which can earn revenue. So when this capital is divided into several parts called shares are bought and sold in the market, that is called capital market. Now this market extends to debentures, bonds, equity share, preference share, these kind of things which supplies capital into a business organization are bought and sold. That kind of market is called capital market. So there are two major components of capital market. First is primary or new issue market, and second is secondary or market or exchange, stock exchange. So we will understand this. Primary market means when shares of a company are directly sold to the buyers. Whereas in secondary market, shares of a company are bought and sold regularly or traded regularly in the market, and buyers and sellers do not purchase that share for keeping it with them or becoming a shareholder in that particular company, but they just want to sell the shares again to others and want to earn some profit on that. So I hope you understood that primary market means where shares are bought by the shareholders to become permanent shareholders in the company, whereas in secondary market shares are bought and sold regularly and to earn profit on the sale of shares, and they do not want to get any dividend. So that is the difference between primary and secondary market. Features I already discussed, once again I will discuss it. That feature of capital market is flow of capital. That means capital market is a forum where savings of individuals flow. That means whatever is invested in FD or put in saving account, that does not remain in bank. Rather, these savings are transferred to the capital market. So flow of capital is an inherent characteristic of capital market. Again, demand and supply, both forces are working there. Demand and supply, both forces work there, and there is demand of funds and supply of funds also there. Beside the buyer and seller, there are some financial intermediaries who are called brokers. They provide their services in assembling the buyer and seller, means they make it possible to meet buyers of the shares or the capital products or sellers of the capital products. Again, some financial instruments are there which are called security, certificates, shares, means printed on paper. When these carry some value, monetary value, all these are called instruments. So these are financial instruments. When anyone buys share of a company, he gets nothing but a certificate which proves that he has got that much number of. So financial instruments are traded there. Liquidity. A capital market provides liquidity to investment in securities. That means securities issued by borrowers to raise finance are negotiable. Therefore, investors can sell them whenever they need cash. These instruments which are sold or bought here in capital market, that is sellable and that can be converted very quickly into cash. So these instruments are called near money. In the language of economics, it is called near money. That means it is equivalent to money because it can easily and immediately be converted into cash. Again, trade happens there in securities. Securities are sold or bought, and securities means since these shares are secured against some assets. You know, capital equals to assets minus liability. That means excess of asset over liability is capital. When this capital is being divided into shares and being sold to anyone, then he becomes owner of the assets against which these shares are secured. So why we use this term security. Now let's see what are the functions of capital market. So capital market performs following functions. Promotion of thrift. Thrift means people save money and they want return on the savings. When they want return on savings, that savings has to be channelized or should be employed somewhere. Now this is only possible if a market is there where these savings can be traded or these savings can be employed to get some return. So capital market provides that thrift which can make it possible. It is an investment avenue where anyone can invest in lieu of profits, in expectation of profits. Whenever anyone is investing somewhere, he or she wants always proper return on it, and these capital markets provides this facility. Securities used in trading in the capital market can be liquefied easily. It can be liquidated, it can be converted into cash. So these are just like money, holding money. So instead of holding money, one can earn security, one can hold security where it can be used for earning some profit, some return for the period we are parted with that. It makes availability of capital possible since big industries needs capital in huge amount, and that is not possible for any 3 4 or 50 100 persons to arrange. Public has to be involved in it, and public also doesn't save individually huge amount of money. So a small saving can be used can be properly employed in investing in these industries, and from there a huge amount of return can be earned, and that return may be distributed between the risk taker and those small savers who are investing that in return of a fixed amount of interest. So both are here benefited. It's a ready market because borrower gets a ready market, and their share, debenture, bonds, and other instruments in a capital market is always ready to be sold, and they can easily borrow money from the market by selling shares, debentures. If there is no such capital market like facilities there, then it will be difficult to arrange money in short term. Lot of advertisement and uh, publicity has to be done to sell these kind of shares or debentures. But then where is a ready cap market available there, then it is easy. It is just a matter of decision that it can be transferred into money. Transfer of funds is possible through capital market only. Where the fund is overflowing, funds are kept idle, it can be shifted to those areas where it is required badly, and there some hamper of production is going on due to this lack of capital. So funds can be mobilized easily, and it can be used for its best optimum use. It also brings balance between demand and supply. When there is no market, then there is no question of demand and supply, because the base of market is demand and supply. Base of demand and supply is market. When there is a market, then there are some buyers and sellers. So capital market makes a balance between demand and supply of funds. Otherwise, sometimes supply would overflow or demand will exceed the supply. So it brings a balance between demand and supply. So next day we will discuss the later part. Till then, in scope, you can see that function of capital market and meaning of capital market is there in the syllabus. So go through that. I am sending this study material. Also read the next parts which I will discuss in the next classes. And also before live class, be ready with your doubts, note it somewhere, and make it ready when there will be class in the all previous parts. Till then, thanks.